Now, you may need to sit down for this next item, or perhaps more aptly pour yourself a glass of vino, because world wine production is actually set to fall to its lowest level in more than 50 years. Well, I'm joined now to discuss this with Peter Gladwin. He's the proprietor of boutique winemaker Nutbourne Vineyards and the deputy chair of English Wine Producers. A very warm welcome to you this evening. What's going on?
Well, what's going on globally is not necessarily happening in this country. The weather is affecting wine across the world. There were frosts at the beginning of this year across Europe, which made us all think it would be the most terrible season. But actually, good old Britain has recovered quite a lot.
OK, so Britain's done OK, but Italy, Spain, France have all seen really poor productivity this year. Other wine producers, though, because when I think of where we buy our wine from, it comes from all over the world. Surely they make up for any losses that we've suffered here in Europe. I'm thinking Argentina, Australia.
I think South America had a better year this year. But they were devastated by weather in 2016. Australia is actually up. America, about the same. But Europe is still a huge wine-producing part of the world. France in the number one slot. No, Italy number one. Then France, then Spain. England, tiny industry, but we are growing steadily. And this year, we've got some really good fruit out there.
Well, that's very encouraging, given that we're potentially facing the worst levels since 1961. What does that mean in terms of our consumers? People are going to buy wine. Are they going to have a run on their favourite vino?
I don't think it'll quite come to that. There has been a wine surplus, and bear in mind people drink wine every year of different vintages, different years. It needs several years in a row to create a real shortage. Some of the great wine-producing areas of France are definitely down, but actually here in Britain, we're producing wonderful sparkling wine, which is competing with champagne. So this could be a good thing from our point of view.
And just finally, what does your wine taste like? Give us a little sample. It's that time of day when people are cracking open a bottle.
I should have brought you a sample.
You should have.
I'm sorry I didn't, but it was short notice. The great thing about English sparkling wine is that it is full of fruit, freshness. We're an island, we have coastal breezes, so it has its individual characteristic, and I promise you, truly delicious. If you haven't tried it, you must do so.
Oh, well, Peter Gladwin, I shall take you up on that. Thank you very much for coming in and reassuring us that we won't be too short of wine anytime soon. Thanks very much indeed.
Pleasure.